what kind of KPIs usually you like to see enterprises adopt
Hmm.
for the APIs, and also how can we now embed the AI into it? How does these KPIs will change?
Yeah. So what we like to do is start out small, right? We want to be able to come into kind of we want to see the project backlog typically of what an enterprise has. And the reason behind that is because we want to look at integration points. If you start back, it's like, hey, what's your outcome and what data do you need for that outcome? And then where's the data reside in the enterprise, and how easy is it to get access to that data? And how often do you need that data to support that business process? So you kind of walk into the landscape of where all the APIs are that are needed to be created. And then you do it again with another line of business or another business process, and you try to find all the overlaps,
Mhm.
because that's where you start getting the reusability. So when you start out that way, you're going to end up having some very clear defined APIs that you want to create. And then one of the metrics you want to look at is, well, how many did we create initially in the first couple of projects? And then how often are they being used? Because that's really kind of the usability aspect of it. You want to look at those metrics. Then from there, you want to look at how fast are you growing those APIs? How many are you adding on, or you're changing the existing APIs? Because that's another metric. Because what that's showing is there's consumption of those APIs, and there's also growth of using APIs overall. So you get this more of adoption because we're creating net new APIs on top of it. And so you just keep doing that, and eventually you will. Every company does. Will end up hitting like a kind of like a lull where, because you think about it, I mean, you're going after high value things typically, and maybe some low hanging fruit. That's one thing I caution is the low hanging fruit is great for the early days to get the momentum going, but it's not sustainable because you still have to show ROI. And that's where you have to find these bigger projects and these bigger things that have a bigger ROI to mix in with the low hanging fruit. Otherwise, you're pretty much going to starve yourself.